Here we go. Wait a minute now.
This is the video we talked about the other evening.
Golden Gate Village is public housing in Marin County. The Board of Supervisors are in charge of or oversees the Marin Housing Authority. Marin Housing Authority are the managers of Golden Gate Housing. People are living in squalor. It is inhumane. It's horrible. So the supervisors are...
She telling the truth there.
She is.
I mean, the truth. What do you have to say
we
about that?
we don't even get any kind of pest control or proper maintenance that happens. All of the maintenance that's been done in my unit, in my opinion, is very halfway finished.
But you said too something about you have black mold in your house?
Yes, we do have black mold, and it's we were told 3 years ago that it's stage 5 black mold, and the gentleman that was a mold specialist said that it was actually very deadly, and I quote, stage 5 black mold, very deadly.
My friend that lives actually in this building upstairs, she has children. There's mold, black mold in her children's bedroom along the walls and the windowsill. And she cleaned it because she was just frustrated, and it grows right back. It came right back. I literally took pictures of it, and I have it.
Weeks.
Oh, you have pictures?
I have pictures of it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do too.
All right.
having a set of rules for the mom and pop landlords and then a set of rules for themselves. And the good people of Marin City deserve safe housing and habitable housing. And I encourage anybody here to take a field trip with me to Golden Gate Village and see how oppressive it is. This is how our county has treated single mothers, veterans, and the working class. So they need to own the fact that they've been slumlords, and they need to start cleaning it up. And under my watch, that never will happen, because I follow code in housing, and I believe that everybody deserves a safe place to live.
Let me tell you about the Golden Gate Village in Marin City. That, there's no question, it's over 60 years old. It's for where the public...
What does 60 years old have to mean when you have architectural design built by the best, Frank Lloyd Wright and Aaron Green? They're built to last hundreds of years, and to try to justify something because it's 60 years old?
Like we're supposed to just live in...
We're not supposed to have proper maintenance because of the age of the building? Wow.
Really?
Housing lives, and where people on public housing live, and it has disintegrated and not been kept up. Our board hired a new executive director, and he grew up in the projects in Chicago. He came to Marin and he said, I know how to fix this. We're going to rehabilitate the public housing that's there. No one that's living in it will have to move. Their rent will stay the same, but we're going to do what they've done in Chicago, what they've done other places, and we're going to rent it. We are going to build
This is disturbing.
market rate and affordable.
This is disturbing. Remember when we were in that working group?
Right.
And they were talking about how we had a democratic vote on how we wanted to see things go forward for the revitalization?
Right.
Sounds to me like they had a hidden agenda all along.
They
That's
did
what we've
have
been
a-
saying.
that's
They've
what-
been having
yeah.
that's their plan, but we as residents have our plan that they totally like just disputed and was like, oh, that's not suitable, that's not going to work. But we know what's best for us because we live here at the end of the day. You guys don't
Why
live
did they
here.
pretend to be transparent?
And not only that, to justify, if you saw that flyer that he sent out,
Right.
that the residents don't want to leave the property, and that's why they're building these houses so that you can live there. And then, like he told me, there are people that used to live in Marin City that want to come back.
Right.
And these are the houses for them. But we heard what she said.
Yeah.
Market rate and affordable housing. Who can afford, who in this complex can afford affordable?
Two
When you have
bedrooms
to make
are going for $4,000, yeah.
$102,000 a year.
Not to dispute, we have that already in place here. We just don't want it for public housing.
That's right.
We have it at the Ridgeway Apartments. You want
Yeah, that's
market
true.
rate, go apply and be on the wait list.
And those are nice, brand new places, too.
I live there, so I know
Yeah.
they have a market rate.
They
but
have
that's-
market rate.
Yeah.
Or not
And
to
mixed
mention,
income. They do.
and not to mention the summit going up the hill.
Right.
There's all types of income in Marin City.
Yeah.
So
But we want
to
what's
say
best for us.
we want our community, we want our neighborhood
Yeah.
to remain the same,
Exactly.
just having it renovated and retrofitted.
Yes.
housing, and so that you have a community that's mixed. HUD only gives our county $500,000 to take care of the house.
Now that is not true, because I can show everyone, in fact, that the Marin Housing Authority, they get $3.1 million that they have from HUD, part from HUD and part from the rents, to operate this property. Now, if the $500,000 that she's talking about is really, they get $800,000, 800 plus. Housing Authority takes $300,000 off the top. That's where they get their $500,000.
Right, that's
So
in
if
the
you
annual
take
budget.
60% of that, that would leave what 60%, $300,000 that should be earmarked a year for Golden Gate Village, which would bring it up to $3.4 million a year to operate this property and to do the renovations.
And if they spent even $100,000 on maintenance, we would see a huge difference. I mean, but they don't even do that.
No.
Housing. This is like a $60 million project that has to be done. So what?
Even that is not true, because from both of their studies, their physical needs assessment, they see that it is in fact a $15 million project to do the renovation and the retrofitting on the property.
Is that with the green technology?
Yes, yes.
And see,
What we're going to do is a public-private partnership, and that's what
public-private.
Private.
That's a key word right there. Public-private.
And that's been their
No such
plan
thing.
all along.
Yeah.
And that's why they were
Politically.
supposed to have equally vetted the resident plan, and they didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't,
No.
because this has been their plan from the
Giving
beginning.
us the illusion of
Even-
having a voice.
That's right. That was it. That was truly it.
Right.
Just the
Purely
illusion.
political.
we're working on. My opponent went down to the Golden Gate Village and took photographs of units that are not even there. She took a picture of a rusted washing machine when no unit in public housing can have a washing machine.
Well, that's a lie.
That is not true.
That's
Two
not
of my
true.
neighbors have washing machines in their units, and
Well-
I've seen that with my own two eyes.
Well, not only that, when these places were built,
They were built for that.
every unit, every of the 300 has a space for a
Yes.
washer. It's the low rises now that we have washers and dryer
Yes.
outlets.
Yes.
So it just when was the last time she walked this
But
property?
have she even came
even the
down here?
high rises
Right.
have a connection for the washer.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Every,
Every
unit.
unit.
Every unit. Yeah.
So
unit.
she's representing us.
And it wasn't the unit that they had in the laundry room. There was a rat problem. First of all, I'm not going to ask anyone to raise their hand, but my guess is 98% of the people here have had rats in Marin County.
Don't
It's-
even go there.
The operative word was has had.
Has had.
No, and
Past
there's
tense.
there's no countywide rat problem. Nobody on Nextdoor is talking about having rat problems.
No.
That's bullshit. No,
Right.
And when has anybody's rat problem made the local news? Okay,
Thank
if you
you.
have a pest problem, it does not make news like that.
No, it
it's
doesn't.
you call pest control, you call Clark or whatever, and it's done. They don't put it on the news. That's a
No.
fucking political move.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what happens.
Uh-uh.
There were
Excuse my
plum
language.
trees in Marin City, and the
That-
plums dropped. That attracted the rats, and several of the units there didn't have they're boarded up so the rats could get in. That's all been taken.
That's a lie.
Who gave her that script?
Louis, this is a picture of a rat that I just found on Mother's Day
Oh.
outside of my house. I have
These are
three
sewer rats. That's a sewer rat.
traps that the maintenance housing authority with the new pest control put out. That rat passed 2 boxes and I have one on the corner. So ain't no way that them boxes is working.
Those boxes
and if
are
they're
only catching
outside
one
of
at
our
a time,
house,
and they was
they're
probably
coming in.
full.
I had
Yeah.
2 rats this past week run through my house.
You need to get a cat or a dog.
You know, so
And
that's
that's
not
what
true.
you need
And
to
I
do,
have,
too.
to be for the record, I have no plum trees by my house. Not a
Right.
one.
The plum tree thing is a bullshit line.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that they are actually saying that like it means something, because any pest control person worth their salt would tell you where there's this much wildlife, that is not an issue.
No.
No, it's
There's
not.
so much wildlife here that would eat the rats. They are putting those sewer rats on our property. That is bullshit.
Oh, you know,
That
taken care
I
of.
believe that they're doing
Marin
that
Housing
intentionally.
Authority takes care
From
of
Chicago.
everything.
And I'm glad I
Because
have
we
rat
are
terriers
good
in my house.
landlords. So that's the
They have
Golden
never
Gate
come to my
Village.
house.
The second
Everybody laughing at it.
Wait, Dick, I know it's important to have questions, but that was a long explanation, and I was accused of things that are not true. I'd like you to
What made them laugh? I wanted to hear that part.
And because they know that she's telling
full
a
of-
lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clear. People know the truth. You can
Yeah.
see right through
Plum
it.
trees bring rats. Come on now.
I mean, you know, that's ridiculous. That's just an excuse that they want to use, and we're not going for it.
They want to cut down the trees because they have
And they have cut
blueprint
down plenty of
plans, yeah.
trees.
But did you hear her say that the housing authority takes care of everything?
And they don't.
Did you hear her say
They
that?
don't.
No, I didn't, but that's outrageous. It's ludicrous when you think of all the maintenance issues that have been reported. For the whole 9 years I've lived here, there's still issues that we reported from the get-go that have never been fixed.
well, I reported on Monday the privacy fence between my neighbor and I, with the winds blowing, blew 2 boards, and from the 2 boards that were loose, it did a domino effect. So now
no.
all the wood is out, so we could literally walk into each other. I reported it on Monday. I talked to Bernadette on Tuesday and showed her. She said, "Oh, Lupe will get it." I saw Lupe, the maintenance man, today, and I said, "Lupe, when are you going to fix my fence?" He said, "I never got the work order." I
Right,
said,
that's typical.
Come look and see." And he saw it. He said, "Well, call again. I don't work on Friday. I'll be back on Monday, so I can fix it on Monday."
But that, yeah. And this
There's-
is the dumpster by my house. But supposedly, maintenance take care of the property. That was days of trash. I mean, it sat out there. I got multiple pictures. I'll take pictures of everything now because I just
Good.
want them to
I'm
see.
glad you're
no,
doing that.
that's not. They're not taking care of anything.
Yeah, and that's not people doing that. That's probably the raccoons in the neighborhood, which
No, this is like almost every time in the 30 lot where I live, there's the bin itself be full of trash. They won't come and pick it up, and the trash stay there for multiple days.
You mean the people that are supposed to pick up the garbage?
Yes. Yes. Even
Wow.
housing workers, they'll come through, they won't clean, they'll just drive right past it. Even
Yeah,
today, I was
they-
telling one of
they
my
love to
neighbors, she
be
was like,
lax.
somebody's gonna fall. Our stairwell to the parking lot, the weeds is overgrown. They haven't cut that in months.
I tried to take a picture.
It's coming into the stairs.
Do you
I
remember?
tried to take a picture of how tall
It is.
all that whole area.
It is tall. It's out of
Really?
control. It's bugs, mosquitoes, gnats.
which
everything
area
flying.
in the 200 lot?
And
30 lot.
30.
Oh, okay.